Abominations are sold here. 1. That Wednesday was dawning in slow motion as the east tried to deliver the sun. Varamathi emerged from the prayer room. Ashtalakshmi Stotram was falling on plump lips that had frozen their natural red color. Yadavi Sarvabhyudshi Lakshmi Rubena Samasthitan Namasthaya. Namasthasaya. Namas. Amavaramata. Said the mother-in-law who was sitting leaning on the sofa in the hall. Leaving the mantra in the distance, Varamathi returned. Tell me. I don't know what it is. Veda Veda comes. I put a lot of sugar, mix the decoction with tikka and drink half a tumbler of coffee. I want to go and see Dr. Balaji in the evening. A hand rested gently on her left shoulder as she checked to see if the decoction had landed on the coffee filter. Powered by Skip returned. Her husband, Harry, had showered and dried his thick hair with a turkey towel. She greeted her husband with a smile. What romance? Came into the kitchen after wiping her head. If Varamathi is in a happy mood, calling her husband Hari was an unwritten law in the last 2 years of married life. In that law the relations of husband and wife would have disappeared. Harry lowered his voice. What the hell? Will I have a romance when my mother is not here? Then what is the purpose of this secret visit? But now I have made an arrangement for that. There is a nursery called Iram on the way to the village. I called and inquired about 149 people. She took her husband. Dear. What are you saying? I have told you about what will happen tomorrow. Hotel 7th Taste is not very expensive. Castellathan. 500 rupees per head. Let it be. So what? Did you tell your mother? Illawarra. If I told my mother in one word, what is all this for? She said that it is enough to go to the temple and stop me from talking further. You said that I will get the green signal for this royal lunch event from mother. Can you go and talk? Not now. I have to be at the office by 9 o'clock today. The chief director comes. The director said that I am the one who should give him the POC. I am 4 o'clock in the evening. To home. I will come. Then. I will talk to Anta. Now get dressed and come to the dining table. Breakfast is ready. What is the breakfast menu for today? Rava idli, venpongal, tomato chutney super combination. Appetizer percentage goes up as soon as you hear it. 5 minutes. I will be at the dining table. Hari left the kitchen and Varamathi started making coffee for her mother-in-law. Right at 8 o'clock, Varamathi came to her mother-in-law putting the lunchbox in her husband's hand. I should be there at 9 o'clock. I will come soon in the evening. Tomorrow is your wedding day. Take leave. Let's go to Maradamalai or Perur temple. I will come and talk to you at Sayantaram. Saying to mother-in-law, Varamathi winked at her husband Hari and walked towards her purple scooty. She shoved her lunchbox and vanity bag into the kit and set off the scooty. It picked up speed and within a minute crossed the street and reached the main road. The scooty sped up on the wide traffic-free road and the shadow grew 2 kilometers past the opposite kilometer kneeling under the huge tamarind tree. She stopped the scooter and took the cell phone inside it and touched a number on the other end. Sir. I need half-day leave for today. I will reach office by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Why half-day leave? My mother-in-law is not feeling well, sir. I have made an appointment with the doctor. I have to go at 10 o'clock. Anyway, it will be 2 hours to see the doctor and get home from work. After that, I will leave and come to the office, sir. Asked the silence on the other end. I have so much to talk about. In the last 1 year alone, I have taken half a day leave like this 10 times. Every time you give some reason? Then you don't believe what I am saying, sir. Do I believe it? But the chief manager above me seems suspicious. Last time he said not to sanction when he asked for leave. Sir. Please sanction leave just this one time, sir. My mother-in-law is not very well. It is difficult to get an appointment with that doctor. Anyway, I made an appointment through the nurse who told me, sir. I will come, sir. I did not sanction the leave you asked for. This is an off-the-record leave, don't let anyone in the office know. I will put on tut thank you, sir. Let this be the last time you take a half-day leave like this. Try it, sir. Varamati turned off her cell phone and put it in her vandy bag, and she revived the scooty and flew down the road. After 10 minutes of driving, the security guard at the security cage got up to stop the scooty before the complainant of the bungalow bathed in snow cream paint on the deserted Roseville Avenue Road in the racecourse area. He came and asked with a lot of confusion, "What? I want to see Ishvaraya. Don't you know who you are? My name is Varamatha. I want to see Aya and talk for a minute or two. Do you have an appointment?" He had to leave suddenly. Can't get an appointment. An important thing to say. Wait for a minute. I am listening to Ayaki on the phone. If he asks me to come, I will send him. The watchman said, went inside, talked on the intercom cell phone and came walking with a little nervousness. First floor by going up the stairs next to the lawn. Second room. Varamathi went in with her scooty to open the gate. Thanks to vitamin B, the whole bungalow was visible to Pa Shak. Even the Korean cross growing on the lawn showed a new green color. She stopped the scooty next to the high-cast car bathed in Atlantic blue and went up the stairs. There were no people in any direction of the bungalow. To enter without a sound, the man was leaning on the sofa with a laptop in his lap. "Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. It's okay, sit." He pointed to the chair in front of him. She sat down. "What's your name?" "Varamatha." "Good man. Did you tell the watchman that I want to talk about something important?" "Yes, sir. What is the matter?" "Sir, today is the 20,075th day," Ishvar asked while turning off the laptop he was looking at in a daze. "Is it the 20,075th day?" "Yes, sir. Today you were born on 20,075. You are now 55. Multiply this by 365. The day of 20,075 will come. Well, what about that now? Would you like to wish me a happy birthday, sir?" Varamatha said, putting her hand on the back of her hip and taking out the foreign cast pistol. "Perverts are sold here. 2. Seeing the pistol in Varamatha's hand, Ishvar stood up slowly, his face pale and his body trembling. Throat throbbed in agony and forced the words out. You, who, me for what?" Varamati smiled to speak to him, stuttering. "What, sir, are you afraid? It's not really a gun. Festive gun, look what's happening now." Varamathi raised the gun in her hand and fired upwards. There was a sound of DOP. Following that sound, golden pieces of paper fell like a small rain and showered Ishvar's body for a few seconds. "Happy birthday, sir." Ishvar recovered from his shock. "What, all this?" "Sorry, sir. My style is to make anything special. This is wrong in a way. But if you have a thrill in life, you can live with the taste." Powered by Skip. "Look, I don't know who you are. I am seeing you today for the first time. How did you know my birthday? Why do you want to congratulate me?" "There is a reason to wish you a happy birthday, sir." "What is the reason?" Varamathi opened her handbag and took out a newspaper and showed the news on its second page. "Read this news from 2 days ago, sir." Ishvar adjusted his rimless glasses and read. Ishvar, the business tycoon who married 9 poor women at a cost of 20 lakh rupees, finished the news, and Ishvar greeted Varamatha with a smile on his lips. "What, sir? Are you so indifferent? Spend 20 lakh rupees and get married to 9 poor girls and be happy." This is the time when he puts a 10 rupee note in the temple bank and looks around with pride. "An unexpected profit of 20 lakh rupees came in the business that I have done. I thought I would spend that money in a useful way. I asked a Josiah 9 Kanak said to settle the debts. I found families who were struggling to arrange marriages for Betha girls and married those girls. Journalists thought it was a big deal and put it as a piece of news. Varamathi laughed. Even last year there was a debit on this money. I have a boy and a girl. Both of them are settled in America. Is my wife at home? Come and go to India for 2 months in a year. I am the only one in such a big house. Have to look at 7 or 8 businesses. Otherwise, I would have gone abroad too. Sir. This is a world where even if one has excessive money in hand, one does not have the heart to lend 100 rupees. What is the reason for thinking that only you want to help? This book is due to Dhamma, said Ishvar, and took a book from one side of his table. Varakmatai bought the book and read the title by mouth. She split the first page of Kazanda Honey Drops. The lines were broken in bold. This is not a book. A Bodhi tree. Every page of the book is going to tell you how the life of the last days of the richest people who lived and died in this world was like. She turned to the next page. The first article, entitled The Fermented Apple, appeared. Varakmatai started reading. One of the richest people in the world, Steve Jobs, is the owner of Apple, the haven of digital. Dollars rained on his head as he reached the peak of his career. Jealousy flared up when others saw him. Who comes to the competition and what? He pushed everyone back and took the lead in the race. He climbed the ladder of success with money on one side and fame on the other and stood at the top. This is all up to his 55th birthday. It was only when his health deteriorated and he was hospitalized due to some unwanted habits that he realized what life was all about. Those who came in the beginning and inquired about the welfare gradually disappeared. Close relatives awaited his death. Steve Jobs' days in the hospital were brutal. The nights were sleepless. He wrote a few lines in the diary 2 days before his death. Now I understand what is life in this world. I agree that money is a valuable paper. But when one's health deteriorates, that money is just paper as far as one is concerned. You can hire a driver to pick up your car. You can hire as many employees as you want to grow your business. But you can't appoint anyone to accept your illness and the pain it causes. Whatever item is lost, a similar item can be purchased from any corner of the world at any price. But if the health of the body is lost, our life will be over before we find it. No matter what scene you're playing on the stage of life right now, the curtain can fall anytime in the middle of the scene before it's over. As we grow older, we begin to understand certain things. Whether you have $1 in your wallet or $1 million in your bank account when you don't have a chance to spend, both are the same. An 8x8 room is the same after your breakup. 7 houses are the same. Don't love money. Love people. Make others happy with words as much as possible. Varakmatai closed the book. Ishvar asked with a chuckle. Have you read? I have read, sir. Do you understand why I spent 20 lakh rupees and married 9 poor women? Understood, sir. Read the next article, you will understand what Robert Stephen, one of the top 10 doctors in the world, has written about his last days of life. While Ishvar was speaking, his cell phone on the table lit up in vibration mode. He picked up the cell phone and looked at who it was and handed it to his ear. Hello, a male voice heard on the other end. I am Abu Bakr. I'm talking, Ishvar. Tell me if you know. Ishvar, just listen to what I'm talking about now. Do not answer. Okay, is there a woman sitting in front of you now? Yes, what are you doing now? The voice on the cell phone is breaking, and go to the next room or somewhere secluded and talk. Ishvar looked at Varamathi, who was sitting in front of him. Ishvar went to the sit-out on the next side of the room with his cell phone and stood in the closet. Tell me, Abu Bakr. How do you know that there is a woman sitting in front of me? Just to congratulate Veshita and wish me happy birthday. Did you come to see VV? Perverts are sold here. 3. Ishvar's entire body was shocked to the extent of 4.5 Richter. Abu. What are you saying? Is that woman called Varamathi who has come to see me a police informer? Yes, how do you know? Ishvar. You are a business person sitting inside an AC room looking at a laptop. I am a business person looking at the outside world. A police officer Sirajuddin called me at Q branch. I think you know the thing about front eye. I know, you introduced him to me once at a marriage reception. Good height. Bald. It's him. One day I saw this woman named Varamati randomly in the commissioner's office. Sirajuddin was also present at that time. This girl is a police informer by looking at Varamati. I will only talk to the commissioner. It comes once a week. Powered by FAS Tag Annual Pass Scheme 1 year. 200 trips, 3,000 rupees. How does FAS Tag Annual Pass work? Skip, how does Sirajuddin know this matter? Who said Commissioner Road BA? Someone had told Sirajuddin about this. That boss name is Sudhakar Rao. He is not on duty now. He retired 6 months ago. If Sudhakar Rao says something, it will be with 100% reliability. Abu. What you say is very shocking to the mind. Have you smelled what kind of business we are doing? If he had smelled like that, wouldn't Varamati have come looking for you? He would have come directly with the police. Well, why do you think he has come now? You must have married 9 women at a cost of 20 lakh rupees, and you must have been a troublemaker for the old police. What is the trouble? What is Ishvar? Do you really not know what Narudal is? Or are you asking as if you don't know? Understood, Abu. I am confused about what to do now. Listen to me. Talk to her if you show even a little tension. Don't root. Give sweet, savory and coffee to the woman who came to wish you happy birthday. Think and answer her questions. Lie only where necessary. That lie should be known as the truth. What is Abu? How do you know Varakmatai is here? Who said? No one said. I saw. How did you see? I came to your house 15 minutes ago to see you and wish you a happy birthday. As my car entered the street corner, I saw Varamati on a scooty. As soon as I saw her, I immediately parked the car under a tree. I wondered why Varamati, a police informer, would come to see you. Nothing caught. Well, I sat in the car and waited for the woman who went inside to come out. I don't know what went in and came out. A faint fear crept into my mind. I called you so that you should not reveal anything to a police informer, Varamati, and asked her to come out of the room and talk to her. Well, hang up the phone and go talk to her. Don't notice any difference in the conversation. When she came out of the house, I followed her and found out where she went and who she was seeing, and then I will come and see you, Abu. I am a bit scared. What is Ishvar, a police informer, that too a girl came and went away like this? When we start doing illegal work, we should get rid of all the fear in our body. If the police become smart enough to find us, we should become smart enough not to get caught by them. From now on, you and I are right, moments to be careful. Get rid of that nonsense. Are you going to come out of the room? Abu Bakr disconnected the cell phone on the other end. After covering his sweaty face and neck with a handkerchief, Ishvar emerged from the seat and entered the room where Varamati was. Varamati was sitting flipping through the book Leaky Honey Drops. Ishvar went and sat opposite her, listening in a natural voice. Sir. This book is really a wonderful book which carries the philosophy of life. I also read the last-minute article of the great scientist Henderson while you were talking on the cell phone. Ishvar said with a laugh. Do you now understand the reason for my change of heart? Sir, Varamati got up, saying. Have you left? Yes, sir. Let's sit for 10 minutes. You have come to my birthday. Sweet, spicy, let's have a cup of coffee. No, sir. I'm leaving. What's this? You came to the song and congratulated me. Now you've left. I didn't say anything about you. Sir. My name is Varamati. I am working as an accountant officer in a private company. Apart from that, I am also a consultant for an underprivileged women's welfare organization called Faram. Good quality persons like you are in the habit of seeking out and praising helpless women when they help them. Often festive came with a gun and gave you a thrill of happiness, and I enjoyed it too. Ishvar hid his confusion and smiled. I too like this thrill in life. Bye, bye. Will you get married? Hello sir, what did he do? IPM. He works as a software engineer in the company. Let's do it. I will be there when needed sir. Varamatha got up saying. Come often Boma. Thank you sir. Varamatha walked out of the bungalow's complaint gate and approached her scooty. Ishvar, who was looking at her through the upstairs window, picked up his cell phone and called Abu Bakr. Abu. I looked. I'll follow her wherever she goes. Be careful, you're going to smell her following. I can't think of her as an ordinary girl. I think you are afraid of her. A little. Our business shouldn't be this little afraid. Fear is like a termite. What can we do? May have a bad day this week and tie her up. A snake entering the house and a police informer entering the house are the same thing for me. What madam, are you scared? Contrasts are sold here. 4. Ishvar Abu Bakr was startled and lowered his voice on the cell phone. Abu. What are you saying? I tell you that we can finish the story with Varamatha. Why are you crazy? A police informer. Varamatha suspected me and came to wish me a happy birthday. In this situation, if I finish her story, will the police suspect me? An important officer in the police department knows that Varamatha could not have come to see me. Don't you understand that? On the other end of the cell phone, Abu Bakr smiled. Do I understand that, Ishvar? I am not going to finish Varamatha's story today or tomorrow. Let's keep a close watch on her for a couple of weeks. Keep a close eye on where she goes every day and who she sees. Above all, we should keep track of the times when she travels alone and have similar activities with us. At the same time, I should not get a signal from you. I won't even move. I have followed Vakarmatai by 100 meters ahead of me. I can follow her easily. Powered by Abu. Tell. Are you going to note that you followed her? I will follow her like she is suspicious. A Kendaza car has gone before me. After that I went into hiding. It is not fair for her scooter to see my car in the rear view mirror. Don't cut the phone, I'm telling you what's going on. I won't cut, just tell me now. She crossed the racecourse road and entered Avanasai Road and Lakshmi Mill was standing at the signal. I got the signal, it's not straight, I don't know if it's a scooty or a missile. Hurry up Pora. She overtakes the bike and the car effortlessly. She is not an ordinary girl. Something extraordinary. Parthia. Are you scared now? This is not fear, Ishvar. I wonder about her. I can't follow her speed. I was 200 meters behind seeing. She is going to hide from your sight? R. What voice trembles? She disappeared from sight just like you said. Abu. What are you saying? She is not in the traffic now. I think she has entered some cut road. Look well. She may have gone in front of some big vehicle. No Ishvar. Now the road is empty without any vehicles in front of me. I can see a cross lane on the left side of the road. In that alley is the road. It should be gone. I will cut the phone now. I'll talk after 5 minutes. Abu Bakr switched off the cell phone on the other end. Ishvar covered his sweaty face with a towel and leaned on the sofa, turning up the air conditioner with the remote control. Heart rate was higher than ever. Now for the first time in the business that has been uninterrupted for the last 5 years, a speed in the form of a police informer. Breaker. Anyone in the police department has a sweaty nose. If you spend a few locks, you can find out who the person is. Exactly 10 minutes after Ishvar was wasting seconds in thought, a cell phone call came from Abu Bakr. No, there is no place for my car to go in the alley where she went. Narrow alley. I stopped the car and walked into the alley and saw that her purple scooter was parked somewhere. I don't see that scooty. I saw. It is RG Nagar area. Apartments on either side. How to go inside which apartment and search. Okay. Let her go without seeing us again. Did you inquire who she is and where she is, Ishvar? I asked. She said she works as an account officer in a private company. But I forgot to ask the name of the company. But tell me another information. What? You are a consultant for a welfare organization for underprivileged women called Karabha. For marriage. Purushan. Also said that she is working in IBM company. Did you ask her home address? I forgot to ask. Tension Abu. Okay. Do something immediately. What? Go to Google and find out where is the welfare organization for destitute women, the shelter. You will definitely get the details. There will be a phone number. Call that number and ask about the price. I will sit in the car for an hour and wait and see if she comes out of this alley again. I will see. Okay, Ishvar said, turned off the cell phone and activated the Google option to search for information about the embrace. In the next few minutes, I got all the information about the system on the Saravanampati. Note down the landline telephone number on a piece of paper. He communicated and spoke. Isn't that a hug? Yes, replied a girl. Are there Varamati there? Varamati come once a week and that's on Sunday evening. Yes. Who are you? I am a donor who helps the needy homes. I know a woman named Varamati who works in a shelter and said that she can give donations through that girl. I called to make sure it is true. Varamati is a girl who works here. No, come here once a week for counseling. I'm the manager of this hostel. If you can't come, I'll call you. He contacted Abu Bakr the same minute he finished. Abu, I have spoken to that warm administrator. It is true that Varamati is a consultant to that hostel. They say that hearing by ear is a lie, and investigating the truth is true. Same thing happened today. Do you know something, Ishvar? What? Police informers should tell all the facts about themselves. But he will not tell the truth that he is a police informer till the end. You can trust that word. But I won't believe it now. What are you saying? Anyway, Varamati will come to your house again looking for you. If she comes like that, it will be the last time for her, Abu. We are afraid that we will do something in a hurry and get into trouble. If we don't do something, we will get into trouble. Let me tell you something so that you understand. What? It's time for us to sleep with our eyes open. Varamati entered her scooty into the Speed Recover Hospital and parked it in the parking lot. She went inside the elevator and approached the responsive calendar on the first floor and asked the woman who was attentively on her laptop. Can you see Police Commissioner Tripurasundari? You. My name is Varamati. Does he know you? I know. Just a minute. The answered intercom phone and spoke to Varamati. Wrapped in a woolen shawl, Tripurasundari, who was in her early 50s, was sitting on the bed. Even though she was sick during the police training, Her Majesty was still visible. Varamati listened and sat next to her. I am fine. Is it normal viral fever? I will be discharged tomorrow. That's right. What happened when you left? Madam, I came after talking to that Ishvar. The man is not well. A lot of lies can be seen in the eyes of the viewer. While I was talking to Ishvar, he got a phone call. He didn't want to talk in front of me and kept talking 2 rooms away. From that moment his face was not well. Rooted. There was some kind of doubt in the look of me. Tripurasundari's face changed. Perhaps that Ishvar knew about you being a police informer. There is no way, madam. Don't work as a police informer. Your husband Hari and your mother-in-law know that this kind of work is not right. What, madam, are you scared? I feel a little afraid. Because the things I hear about that Ishvar are perverse. Tripurasundari reached under her pillow and took out a file tied with a red ribbon. Where are you now? Perverts are sold here. 5. Police Commissioner Tripurasundari took the file with the red tape in her hand and looked at Varamati, who was sitting next to her in shock with a sigh. This file came to me through DGP an hour ago. See what is written in the left corner of the file. Varamati moved her gaze to the left corner of the file. A sticker with English text was affixed and taped visibly. The secret content must be kept, Tripurasundari said while separating the file. I should not share the things said in this file with anyone. Do you know what I want to let you know though? Tell me, madam. As I told you today, you went to see that Ishvar and congratulated him on his birthday in a thrilling manner. But both of us failed to think about the consequences of this. Consequences. Powered by yes. By now you have told that God the real details about yourself and your husband. You have also told about the relationship between the shelter and you, haven't you? Yes, ma'am. To that God. I have told all the details about me as I have them, so that I don't have even the slightest doubt. Because when he sends someone to cross-check all the details are true, I will be able to see him again tomorrow. Tripurasundari looked at Varamatha with a stern face. Have you thought like this? How, madam? Perhaps Ishvar came to know that you are also working as a part-time police informer. There's no way he knows, ma'am. Do you know? You know, it's a little problem. The problem won't be small, Varamatha, it will become big. Women like you can't face such problems. That's why I'm telling you to stay away from this Ishvar matter. Madam, I'm surprised that you've spoken now. Before this, I've worked as a police informant in 4 complex cases and gathered useful information, Tripurasundari said. Look, Varamati. I will not forget all the help you have done. The reason for the conviction of the criminals in those cases was the information you collected. But this Ishvar case is different. Why did Vivi go to see Iswari? Ma'am, you said that he goes to every town once in 2 years and conducts free marriages of 9 couples and 18 couples. It was a matter of concern to the police intelligence, madam. He married poor women for free, but you said that the intelligence suspected that he was doing it for some selfish purpose. To know how true it is, I went to see Iswar and gave him a speech. I tried to get the details. I told you, but after hearing that the matter is different, I don't want to involve you as a woman. As far as I am concerned, you are a brave police officer. May I know what kind of perversion, madam? Tripurasundari lowered her voice as she said generously. 4 years ago this Ishvar rented a big wedding hall in Erode and married 18 women from poor families for free. He put 2 lakh rupees as a fixed deposit in the bank for each couple to cover the wedding expenses. I even showed you the paper cuttings related to that. What are you saying, madam? Those 3 couples have committed suicide within 2 years of their marriage. Panic spread in Varamatha's eyes. Suicide. Reason? I don't know. The 2 people wrote their handwritten letters saying that they don't want to live. They burned and drank poison and died. MC, you are scared now. It's not fear, madam. Shock. Fear, shock. These 2 are one and the same. Do you think Ishvar has anything to do with those 3 couples committing suicide? Why shouldn't those suicides be coincident? So Ishvar is involved? Yes, ma'am. There is no chance of that, Varamati. How do you say, ma'am? 3 of the free marriages that took place in Erode 4 years ago, it's like the couple committed suicide 2 years ago in the free wedding of 9 couples in Avanasi. 2 couples committed suicide on the 10th of last month after getting married. She took out a paper and handed it to Varamatha. This is the forensic report. Just read this. You will understand the meaning of the word viparitam that I said. Varamati spent a minute reading the entire report and stood up with sweat glistening on her forehead. What is such a report, madam? What do you understand? Is this a perverse information or not? Varamati interjected with confusion in her eyes and panic on her face. Madam. It is a shocking thing that a total of 5 couples committed suicide by eating that poison called ricin. These deaths are unlikely to be suicides. The forensic report in your hand also says the same. But according to the police records, those 5 couples, i.e. a total of 10 people, have died without living in this world. Now tell me, Varamatha, if you think of that God, you will not be afraid. Come. Madam, don't just tell Vimview. I am not used to lying, ma'am. Ever since my college days I have been craving for thrills. After completing my degree, I thought of joining the police. Dad is okay. Mother did not tell me. They cried and protested that I should not go to police work. When I was trying to find a job despite my mother's cries, one day suddenly my mother fell at my feet and cried that you should not go to work as a police officer. At that very moment, I thought of going to work as a police officer. But I became a police informer because I wanted to offer my services to the police department in some way. You also agreed and handed over some cases to me. I was also a reason to find the real culprits in those cases, said Tripurasundari, who continued to speak rapidly. Varamati. I am not telling you not to be a police informer. I am telling you not to deal with this Ishvar matter. All the cases dealt with before this were normal. This is not the case. There is something wrong with that God who arranges free marriages of 9 couples and 18 couples every 2 years. If you try to find it, you will find unwanted problems. You have a family. Mother, father, husband, mother-in-law, father-in-law have wonderful relationships. Do they know that you are working as a police informant? In this situation, Eshvar is like. While Tripurasundari was talking in a calm voice, her cell phone in Varamathi's handbag released the dial tone. She said sorry madam and picked up the cell phone to see who was calling. Her husband Hari was calling on the other end. She picked up the cell phone and put it to her ear and said hello. Where are you now? What is this question? In the office, don't lie. Perverts are sold here. 6. Vakarmatai was shaken in her mind. Even though her face was sweating and her heart was racing, she was artificially angry with Harry on the other end of the cell phone. She asked without getting nervous. What did you say? Am I lying? Yes, I know you are not in the office now. Isn't that a lie? Well, where do you think I will be now? Peaked. Good thing, he doesn't know I'm here to see the commissioner, asked Harry on the other end. There was a hint of mockery in the voice. What? Let's see the speech from the podium. Is what I said true? Powered by It's True, sorry, here you go. You don't even know how many times you say sorry like this. I don't know either. I have the same concern you have for this community. But it is not as serious as you see. It is necessary to help the Madhavs. It also has a limit. Why should you go and poke your nose into it when the government has created a system called HUG to protect helpless women? Come to it. Don't do it, brother. Don't try to convince me by saying anything. You know very well that my mother and father do not like such things. Don't spoil the affection and love they have for you. Even in your office they are upset with you, you often take leave and go out. Even today my mother is not feeling well, she lied about going to the hospital. How did you know that? I contacted your cell phone 15 minutes ago and wanted to ask a question about net banking login password. But the recorded voice from your phone kept saying not reachable. I thought there was a problem with your phone, so I contacted your office on the landline telephone. Modala office RESP on-site Basina. Then the section headline came with you and said that you have gone on leave. He mentioned that you told me that my aunt is sick and needs to be taken to the hospital. I also understand and want to betray you. I said yes. Is there another way? Sorry. Now this sorry you said should be the last sorry. I can't even imagine what the situation at home would be like if my mother and father knew about your social work. Puranju walk or grow well. Have you left the house of warmth now? Here. I have already left. I want to transfer an account from our joint account to the house owner through internet bank. Even if I enter the correct password, it says error. Have you changed the password? Maybe there's something wrong with the server. Try it again. I'll cut the line. You're not mad at me helping someone in the name of social service can be a problem for you. It's like a problem for me. Do you understand what I'm saying? I understand well. What do you understand? Are you saying that the happiness we have in our house will disappear? That's the same, said Hari, and to disconnect the connection of the cell phone on the other end, Varamatha silenced her cell phone. She put it in her handbag and looked at the Commissioner of Police Tripurasundari, who was sitting in front of her. A smile graced her lips. Varamati. What your husband spoke to me fell on my ears, and half of it. I understood what he was trying to say. Do you know that you are a police informer for your husband and mother-in-law, who say that there is nothing to do with women's safety? Don't come to my office as a police informer. Avoid talking on the phone. Sorry madam. Sorry for what? I'm not going to fool myself, you fish. I am going to continue this police informer job. When you know that there is something wrong with God and then you find it, the mistake is to walk away, madam. Even if your husband tells you so much, if you don't stop yourself, there will be a big problem in the family. Let the problem come, madam. It is my responsibility to face it and fix it. I am not ready to leave a job you have given me in the middle. Varamati. It's not a game, that's what I'm saying, ma'am. This is not a game, perverse. I tell you, madam, what kind of perversity is behind the free marriages conducted by Eshvar. Varamati. Sorry madam. I can't keep calm even after knowing that an injustice has been done. Give me 1 week time, ma'am. I come to you with the good news. I will come. Don't think about it, madam. Varamatha got up. It was 11 o'clock in the night. Isvar's Grove bungalow. Isvar and Abu Bakr were sitting opposite each other, breathing the AC air of the second floor. In the left hand of both of them, there was a piece of chicken fried in pepper in the foreign whiskey glass that looked like melted gold. Abu. How about this brand of whiskey? A small peck would have gone in. But it feels like a flight is about to take off. Abu Bakr analyzed. Ishvar. Aren't you afraid? Why fear? A girl who is an informer to the police came to wish you a happy birthday and left smelling the house, and you. Ishvar laughed with his mouth dripping with whiskey. Look, Abu. CCTV. After entering the registration number of the woman's scooter registered in the camera, she found her home address and found out who is in that house. I have told you all the details about what kind of family it is. That girl Varamati is very fond of doing social service. I called the care home and checked that too. Varamati is a family woman. A woman who lives among the close relations of mother, father, mother-in-law, father-in-law and husband, is not likely to be an informant to the police. While Ishvar was speaking, his cell phone, which was placed in the corner of the tea shop, vibrated. He picked it up and saw who was calling. His face changed. Abu Bakr noticed it and asked. Our Mandankar from the police shadow squad is calling. Pick up and ask me. Ishvar shakily handed the cell phone to his left ear. What Dinkar? Phone this night. Is it something important? Even if it were an important matter, I would not have disturbed you at this time, sir. It's a heady thing. That's why I called right away. Perverts are sold here. 7. Isvar's body jolted a little and spilled the tumbler of whiskey in his hand. He turned on the speaker of his cell phone and continued talking. Dinkar. What did you just say? Is it a mind-blowing thing? Also read, are you a graduate? Super job from Cognizant. Working in Chennai, Coimbatore. Yes sir, that's why I have to call you at this time. Tell me, what is the big thing recommended for you? Weekly result, jackpot hit for Aries Yogam to start own business. Money is going to rain sir. A female tiger from Delhi CBI coming to Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu police is going to sniff out the culprit again. Among those 7 cases, you are one of the couples who committed suicide in a mysterious way. Tamil Nadu village called Kituvanam. Mother Shivakami is a lawyer. She is a talented officer in CBI today. Shocking gold price in Chennai. What will happen on Monday? Powered by 3. When will that tiger named Shilpa come to Tamil Nadu? Next week. Okay, Dinkar, I will see sir. The voice on the other side of the cell phone was drawn. What? Don't think CBI is like our Tamil Nadu police. Even if you see a small thing, open it up and dig out all the facts. If you still have the photo, send it to me on WhatsApp. Abu Bakr's face glistened with sweat as he sat opposite Ishvar. Ishvar, what I said is happening. You didn't believe me when I told you that Varamati, who works as an informer for the Tamil Nadu police, came to your house and went to see you. Now, the intelligence person told us that a Silpan from Delhi CBI is going to come. Is this true? Ishvar's face, who said I believe, had turned like iron. He downed the whole whiskey in one gulp and then put the piece of chicken in his hand to his mouth and spoke as he ground it. Abu. Dinkar said something while talking. Did you notice? What? That CBI scrutiny officer Shilpa did not come to Tamil Nadu only to suspect us. He dealt with a total of 7 cases and came to find out the facts. Do you know how great a positive thing this is? Isn't it? Ishvar, it's not that easy to push a CBI officer. Now if I say something, you shouldn't think about it. Abu. What? We have done it. But somehow the matter has gone to the CBI. There is no need to worry about it. Because many cases that have gone to the CBI's desk are still snoring away. His phone lit up again. He picked up and saw who was calling. Dinkar was calling again. He spoke in earshot. What's up, Dinkar? Sir, I have sent Shilpa's photo on your WhatsApp. I will check it now. One more thing, sir. What? I told you a little bit ahead of time that Shilpa is coming next week. Yes. That is not official information, sir. Then I heard that Shilpa is in some town in Tamil Nadu right now. Maybe is this the right information, sir? CBI is not in control of the government. Sir, whatever information you get, it may be true. Please inform me immediately. There is no problem. Okay, cut the phone. Ishvar disconnected and went to WhatsApp option and looked at the photo of Shilpa sent by Dinkar. He showed it to Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr said, Baliru, who is only in her 30s, could have gone for acting in cinema instead of studying IPS. I know that she has come to Tamil Nadu, but if she turns her attention to us, she can get married. If not, Ishvar said with a smile, the wreath should be opened. The next evening after finishing her office work at 5:30, Varamatha came down to the parking area and approached her scooty. Just as I was putting the lunchbox and handbag into the kit, the cell phone rang from the pouch. She took it. Husband, hurry, what do you say? Is the office over? I just came out. Near a house. No back. For today. I told you and you in the morning that I want to go to the Fort Iswaran temple. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, why are you calling me today? An extra job in the office. I will go to the airport and drop the chairman at the hotel. I will come home at 9 o'clock. I don't want to have dinner with the chairman. Penunga. But for now. No egg. Good boy, she said and put her cell phone in the bag and shook the scooter. It was exactly 6 o'clock when we crossed the traffic-jammed Gandhipuram cross-cut road and travelled along Bharati Yar Road and reached Racecourse Road. She drove the scooty inside to hear the open complaint when the ancient building with orange distemper plastered into view near the walking track of the racecourse. The faded nameplate on the building's facade was visibly scratched by the remnants of the evening sun. She parked her scooty under a tree and walked towards the building. Varamathi entered the building ignoring a notice board that warned in red paint letters, "Strangers not allowed to enter, protected area will be punished." The entire building was frozen in silence. Perverts are sold here. 8. As Varamatha looked around, he entered the building and walked towards the elevator, only to be confronted by a tall, burly security man. He asked, holding his hand as if to stop. "Excuse me, who do you want to see? Also read, are you a graduate? Super job offered by Cognizant. Chennai, Coimbatore, Mr. Manoj." Toxicology Department. S recommended for you weekly result, jackpot hit for Aries. Yoga to start your own business. Money is going to rain appointment. He told me to come at 6 o'clock. Your name? The person who said Varamati wait a minute pressed a number on the walkie-talkie type device in his hand and spoke in a soft voice and turned to Varamati. He asked as he turned off the walkie-talkie. Have you come here before? I have come once. But that time I came to see another officer in forensics. Powered by Skip. Now you come to see Mr. Manoj. Why? Purpose of visit? Varamati smiled softly. Manoj is my college mate, this is a friendly visit, that's all. It's okay, write your name and phone number on the ledger there. Third floor is the toxicology department. Mr. Manoj will be there. Varamati thanked him and spread it on the table. She noted her name and phone number in the heavy ledger and went towards the elevator. As she ascended to the third floor and emerged from the elevator, a half-opened room door with the nameplate toxicology slammed into view. The lady approached the door and pushed it slowly inside to reveal a large room with long tables and colorful small and large bottles on glass shelves. Behind the glass table placed in the corner of the room, the handsome young man dressed in light blue uniform raised his hand as he saw Varamati. I am here, come Varamati. Varamati went towards him with a smile. Hello Manoj, I have waited for you to go home. Sorry Manoj. No problem, sit first. Varamati sat on a chair in front of him. Manoj asked. Are you ready after the office? Yes. Can we have a coffee? I don't need any of that. I want to talk to you for half an hour, can you? Varamati remained silent for a few seconds and started talking softly. Manoj, college days you and I were toppers in all activities including studies, whatever kind of cultural program the college had, you and I would participate in it. The saplings we planted after cultivating an acre of land behind the college have grown into big trees and the place has turned into a green park. I think you remember all that. Manoj smiled. I remember well. Now why all those flashbacks? Even after completing college, I can't stop all such services. When there are news related to social welfare in the paper, I myself go and participate in it. Varamati. I am happy to hear you talk like this. But I can't continue to engage in social activities like that. The reason is my family situation. My great-grandfather was in the forensic department, so I pursued a forensic science course and came to this job. After joining this job, I got married and became a family man. But I am happy that you continue your social activities even after your marriage. Tell me, what kind of help do you want from me? I want an off-the-record statement from your department. Regarding what? Is there some poison called ricin? There is. What kind of poison is it? A bad poison, that can kill. Why are you asking about that poison now? Manoj. I will answer your question at the end. Now I want information about that ricin poison. Manoj went to a cupboard on his side and brought out a file and flipped some of its pages and showed one page to Varamati. According to this page, you will understand what kind of poison ricin is. Varamati took the file and looked at it. To learn English words, Tamilization burst into my mind. It is official that the molecule ricin in castor nut is one of the most dangerous poisons. This ricin, in case of future biological warfare, researchers at Texas Southwestern Medical Center in Dallas are convinced that venom will play an important role in that battle. One of the amazing things about ricin is that it is so easy to make and so easy to store. It does not require great medical expertise to prepare it. It is enough to dry the castor seeds properly and store them in a safe manner after extracting the grinding oil. Ingestion of this poison in food or water is fatal. Once this poison enters the blood, its constituents immediately break down and cause death. This is stronger than cyanide poison. Varamati stopped reading and looked at Manoj with a face glistening with sweat. What Manoj? Such a perverse poison inside a castor seed. It is poison prepared by nature. So, Can't the kerosene sold in the shops contain that poison? It is ricin separated kerosene. So there is no danger, asked Manoj, smiling. Whose? Sorry Manoj. I can't say who the person is right now. But I am sharing with you only the fact that there have been casualties due to this poison. It's okay. Say 4 years ago, 18 couples were married for free in a large wedding hall in Erode. Within 2 years of marriage, 3 couples have committed suicide and died. Similarly, 2 couples committed suicide on the 10th of last month in the free marriages that took place 2 years ago. Manoj stood up in shock. That means a total of 10 people have died. Her name is Bungothai, Manoj sighed. Highly pathetic. Does the police know about this ricin thing? I know, but the situation where the police are not working. I understand, money, politics, it's the same. Okay. Tell me in what way I want to help you in this matter, we both will be partners. No matter money, politics, let's break up, come tomorrow, let's talk Manoj. For now let's sneak in. I'll come and see you one day next week with some more details. That's right. Then, one important thing Manoj. Neither my husband, father-in-law, mother-in-law nor my parents know that I am involved in such activities. Don't call me. I will call you myself. Varamati got up as if speaking. The news was playing on TV. There is no more dialogue on the Kashmir issue. India plan. America warns North Korea. It doesn't matter if the price of gold goes up. The only thing to worry about is if the price of rice goes up. Minister's speech. India is great after defeating the West Indies in the second Test cricket match. Abu Bakr, who was listening to the news carefully, picked up the dial tone of his cell phone and asked who was calling. Say Manoj, he said. Perverts are sold here. 9. Tripurasundari's forehead contracted in great astonishment and shock. Shilpa was agitated. Miss Shilpa, what do you mean? Also read, are you a graduate? Super job offered by Cognizant. Chennai, Coimbatore. Shilpa said S with a tight face and continued talking. When the National Forensic Science Laboratory in Pune subjected the tissue parts of the 5 dead women to a chemical test, they confirmed that all the women had died when they were 3 months pregnant, and not only that, they also wrote it as a report. If the details of this report are disclosed to the media, the people involved in this matter may be alert. C.P.J started to move the pieces with that, and I came to Coimbatore. Recommended for you the jackpot hit for Aries. The money is going to rain. Tripurasundari let out a worried sigh and started talking. Miss Shilpa, why shouldn't this 3-month pregnancy thing that you just mentioned be a coincidental event? Because when a man and a woman get married, the next thing that everyone expects is her pregnancy. Since those 5 couples got married at the same time, there is a chance of getting pregnant at the same time within the next 3 months. Shilpa interrupted. Powered by S. You may be correct. But those 5 couples committed suicide or were killed, madam. There must be some common reason. If we find out what that reason is, we can get closer to those who are responsible for it. You may also like gold rate today, shocking gold price in Chennai. What will happen tomorrow, Monday? As Shilpa spoke, Tripurasundari's cell phone rang at a low decibel. Picking up the phone, she turned to Shilpa with a slight blush to see who was calling. Is the informer woman I told you about, Varamati, on the line? Turn on the speaker and speak, ma'am. I also want to hear how the conversation with that woman went. Tripurasundari spoke after giving life to the speaker of the cell phone. Hello. Varamati asked. Varamati on the other end. Ma'am, can you talk if you are a fairy? Firidun. Tell me what's going on. Ma'am. I have collected information about ricin, the poison that caused the deaths of those 5 people. Ricin is the name of a type of enzyme that is extracted from linseed. It is a bad poison that can be easily prepared. Commonly, people in rural areas grind and eat linseed seeds like this to commit suicide. How did you get all this information? Madam. In the taxology section of the forensic department, Manoj, who studied in my college, was an analyst there. I went to see him in the evening. I asked him about ricin poisoning. He immediately took a file related to it and asked me to read it. I read it. Everything in it was amazing and scary to read. Manoj, in the taxology department. I know. After I closed a murder case, I was able to find out who the killer was because of the clue that Manoj gave me. Yes, ma'am. Manoj and I have been very interested in social activities since our college days. We had a big campaign against Tasmac shops and against child rape. We even spent a week in jail for that. After completing college, we had no contact for 2 years. Then one day randomly in a medical camp. Let's talk on the phone. When you told me about this ricin issue, I remembered Manoj, who was working in forensic taxology. He took all the details about that poison. Ma'am asked. I told him the full details of the case and outlined it slightly. He understood to some extent. No problem, mister. You can tell him all the full details of this case. Because Manoj is a genuine person. He thinks that no criminal should escape from the grip of the law. You two should conduct a shadow inquiry into this case. If you get any useful clues, inform me immediately. Strictly, ma'am. Tripurasundari interrupted Shilpa before she could speak further. May I have a word or two with Varamatha? Let's talk freely, Miss Shilpa. Varamatha will be very happy if you talk. Can you tell me who you are? I understand that Varamatha and Manoj are in your good book, Tripurasundari asked Varamatha, who was on the other end trying to talk on the cell phone to her ear. Madam, is there anyone else in your room? She heard her voice. You seem to have put the phone on speaker. You are correct, Varamatha. I will tell you who she is. Only Manoj should know. Speak, Shilpa. Hello, said Shilpa, who bought the phone. Have a great day, madam. I speak Varamatha. I love talking and interacting with police officials like you, Shilpa smiled. Ma'am, Commissioner spoke very highly of you and forensic person Manoj. Now I'm in a happy mood. The reason is that in some cases, no matter how hard the police department tries to find the culprits, the investigations cannot progress even an inch. It is also impossible to trace the direction of the real criminals. In such cases, the facts will come out only if third persons like you and Manoj are personally investigated. Although Ishvar, the biggest industrialist in Coimbatore, conducts free weddings, it seems very normal, but the death of 5 couples in those marriages has caused a lot of trouble for me and Manoj. It is also shocking that they died after eating the same poison. I found some more shocking things in this case. I will tell you what kind of things it is when I see you. Bye. Th. Bye. What is the next step you and Manoj are going to take in this case? Madam. Among those 5 dead women, one woman was Pungode. If that girl was staying in a shelter called Avarapunpua. Whenever I go to that shelter, I would talk to that girl at least a couple of words. I was very happy to know that she got married. But when I found out that she and her husband were one of the 5 couples who died, I was devastated. Manoj and I are going to start the investigation from Pungoti's death. Where and how do you start the investigation when Pungothi is not alive, Varamatha? Madam, Manoj and I somehow found out who the person was who married Pungothi. That person's name is Golapan. On the way to Perur, Golapan took a house and stayed in an area called Chetikulam. Neetu and I went to that house. The house was locked. Opposite the house was the house of Golapanada's brother. My cousin's name is Rajapan. He has no wife or children. We inquired about Pungothi and Golapan from him at Ondakat. Then one thing that Rajapan said shocked us, madam. Perverts are sold here. 10. Tripurasundari's forehead contracted in great astonishment and shock. Shilpa was agitated. Miss Shilpa, what do you mean? Also read, are you a graduate? Super job by Cognizant Company. Chennai, Coimbatore Shilpa said S with a tight face and continued talking. The National Forensic Science Laboratory in Pune subjected the tissue parts of the uterus of the 5 dead women to a chemical test and confirmed that all the women had died when they were 3 months pregnant, and not only that but also wrote it as a report. C.B.J is thinking that if the details of this report are disclosed to the media, the people involved in this matter may become alert. Prepared for a secret investigation and began to move the pieces. That's when I came to Coimbatore recommended for you weekly result, Aries lucky jackpot. You'll get to start your own business. Money will rain. Tripurasundari let out a worried sigh and started talking in a sad voice. Miss Shilpa, why shouldn't this 3-month pregnancy thing you just mentioned be a coincidental event? Because when a man and a woman get married, the next thing everyone expects is her pregnancy. Since all the 5 couples got married at the same time, there is a chance of getting pregnant at the same time within the next 3 months. Shilpa interrupted. S. You may be correct. But all the 5 couples committed suicide or were murdered, or else there must have been some common reason, madam. You may also like gold rate today, shocking gold price in Chennai. What will happen tomorrow, Monday? Tripurasundari's cell phone rang at a low decibel while Shilpa was talking. She picked up the phone and looked at Shilpa with a slight smile. Is that informer girl Varamathi on the line, madam? I also want to know how the conversation with that woman went. Tripurasundari gave life to the speaker of the cell phone and spoke. Hello. Varamati asked on the other end. Madam. Can we talk if you are free? Free. Tell me what is the matter, madam. I have collected information about the poison ricin that caused the deaths of those 5 people. Ricin is the name of an enzyme extracted from linseed. It is a nasty poison that can easily be prepared. Commonly, people in Bujave village grind and eat cinnamon seeds like this to commit suicide. How did you get all these details? Madam, Manoj, who studied in my college, was an analyst in the taxology section of the forensic department. I went and saw him in the evening. I asked for details about ricin poisoning. He immediately took a file related to it and asked him to read it. I read it. All the stuff in it was amazing and scary to read. I know Manoj, who is in the taxology department. After I closed a murder case file as not found, I was able to find out who the killer was with the clue given by Manoj. Is he your college mate? Yes, madam. Manoj and I are very much interested in social activities since our college days. We had a big campaign against Tasmak shops and against child rape. We have experienced a week in jail for that. After finishing college we had no contact for 2 years. Then one day we randomly saw in a medical camp. We often contact and talk on the cell phone. When you mentioned this ricin issue, I remembered Manoj, who works in forensic taxology. I went and looked. He took all the details about the poison for what he did. Didn't you ask for these details? Madam asked. He also understood to some extent. No problem, Varamatha. You can tell him all the complete details about this case. Because Manoj is a genuine person. He believes that no criminal should escape the clutches of the law. You two should conduct a shadow inquiry into this case and inform me immediately if you get any useful clues. Strictly, madam. Tripurasundari interrupted Shilpa before she could speak further. May I have a word or two with Varamatha? Please be generous, Miss Shilpa. Vakarmatai will be very happy if you speak. Can you tell me the details of who you are? I can tell you freely. I understand that Varamathi and Manoj are in your good book. Tripurasundari asked Varamathi, who was on the other end trying to talk with her cell phone close to her ear. Madam, is there anyone else in your room? Their voices are heard. You are pretending to put the phone on speaker. You are correct. Varamatha. I will tell you who they are. Only Manoj knows enough. She started telling all the details about Shilpa in 2 minutes and handed the phone to Shilpa. I speak, Varamatha. I love talking and interacting with police officials like you, Shilpa smiled. Ma'am, Commissioner spoke very highly of you and forensic person Manoj. Now I'm in a happy mood. The reason is that in some cases, no matter how hard the police department tries to find the culprits, the investigations cannot progress even an inch. It is also impossible to trace the direction of the real criminals. In such cases, the facts will come out only if third persons like you and Manoj are personally investigated. Although Ishvar, the biggest industrialist in Coimbatore, conducts free weddings, it seems very normal, but the death of 5 couples in those marriages has caused a lot of trouble for me and Manoj. It is also shocking that they died after eating the same poison. I found some more shocking things in this case. I will tell you what kind of things it is when I see you. Bye. Th. Bye. What is the next step you and Manoj are going to take in this case? Madam. Among those 5 dead women, one woman was Pungode. If that girl was staying in a shelter called Avarapunpua. Whenever I go to that shelter, I would talk to that girl at least a couple of words. I was very happy to know that she got married. But when I found out that she and her husband were one of the 5 couples who died, I was devastated. Manoj and I are going to start the investigation from Pungoti's death. Where and how do you start the investigation when Pungothi is not alive? Varamati, madam. Manoj and I somehow found out who the person was who married Pungothi. That person's name is Golapan. On the way to Perur, Golapan took a house and stayed in an area called Chetikulam. Neetu and I went to that house. The house was locked. Opposite the house was the house of Golapanada's brother. My cousin's name is Rajapan. He has no wife or children. We inquired about Pungothi and Golapan from him at Ondakat. Then one thing that Rajapan said shocked us, madam. Perverts are sold here. 11. Harry asked as Varamathi and Harry sat side by side at the dining table, busily finishing their breakfast. Also read, are you a graduate? Super job offered by Cognizant. Work in Chennai, Coimbatore. What time do you want to go to Seemandam function with your friend? You have to leave right away. The function is at 11. Her house is on Tottingham Road, lovely Nagar Avenue. You can leave by 9:30 and reach before the function. There won't be so much Sunday traffic today. Shall we go for a drive? I will go, no problem. I will leave immediately after lunch. Varakama's mother-in-law came in with a sigh. This year, you have seen the tragedy of 3 people. When will I and your father-in-law see the tragedy that is going to happen to you? You may also like gold rate today, shocking gold price in Chennai. What will happen tomorrow, Monday? Varamatha smiled. Don't worry, sister, we will see next year. Do you want a grandson or a granddaughter? Grandson, then you have to wait until next year. Because this year Jupiter direction ends for me and Saturn direction starts. One of our relatives, Josiar uncle, said that if I had trouble in this direction, it would be a boy. Powered by Sivakami's face lit up. I think Parshuram uncle of Kumbakonam would have said, yes, that's him. He is half Josiah. However, whatever he says will happen, Shivakami said and went towards the kitchen while sitting in the front room looking at the paper. Father-in-law Ramabhadran peeked in and called out. Mama. Your cell phone seems to be on vibration mode. Someone seems to be calling. Come and see who it is. Varamatha washed her hands in the sink while dipping the remaining half of the idli in the chutney and shoving it in her mouth. She quickly went to pick up the cell phone which was kept on the charger and saw who was calling. She started talking lowly. Did you leave the house? I left and went to the meeting point you mentioned. Is it a taxi? Yes. Okay, wait at the same point. I will be there in half an hour anyway. Don't be late, I have another important job in the afternoon. Chief Forensic Officer is coming from Delhi. I should be in the seat when he comes. Don't complain, I will come. Known, he asked with a small smile. Banla, who is your friend? Yes, it's the 3rd call since morning. It's not coming, you're dying to hear that it's not coming. I should be by your side when the rituals related to cement are going on. Behind that yellow color bag. You will take it, Varamatha smiled. That's my choice for today. I ironed that sorry last night. Varamati got into the car covered in yellow silk and sat at 9.15. Husband Hari stood outside the car and waved. Leave immediately after lunch. Don't sit and chat. There is a music concert at Sayantharam Arsparam Theatre. There are 2 complimentary tickets for Subitsam singers. You like Carnatic music? Do you want to say this? I will be here at 3 o'clock. Is it enough? Varamatha said with a smile and moved the car. In the next 20 minutes, to avoid traffic congestion on the streets of Coimbatore that Sunday, Varamatha entered Gandhipuram and stopped the car near the roadside park in Dadabad. Manoj, who was standing under a mayflower tree, came quickly and got into the car. He fastened his seat belt and said, Valor say silk cloth. Shouldn't you dress properly? Aren't you afraid of what will happen if you find out at home? Don't talk about the house for another hour, Manoj. We have gone. Did you tell me that or not? Half an hour ago, the police commissioner Madam Tripurasundari told me where you and I should go and whom to see. Why so much secrecy? Manoj. CBJ scrutinizing officer Shilpa from Delhi is investigating the case off the record to bring out the facts and persons behind the mysterious deaths of the 5 couples. More than half of the officers in the police department are prisoners of circumstance in the hands of political leaders. Any person who is wanted by a political leader has committed any crime. This is the reason why they are not arrested. CPJ officer and police commissioner Tripurasundari think that there is something wrong behind the death. Since you are also interested in the case, I will convey it to you. Okay, who are we going to see now? Mr. Stefan Raj. Who is he? I don't know who he is. Commissioner Madam, please send me an address in Gunpati on WhatsApp. What address? Number 79, 3rd Cross Sivanandanagar. This address is from here. We can go within 10 minutes. But the only tension I have now is that why are we going to see that Stefan Raj now? Look here, Manoj, that CPJ officer Shilpa and the commissioner Madam will not ask us to go to a place without reason. Stefan Raj who? We will know in a short time what kind of things he is going to share with us. Manoj's cell phone rang softly while he was speaking. He took out his cell phone from his pocket and saw who was calling. Abu Bakr was waiting at the other end. Unperturbed, Manoj kept the tone of the cell phone at a low decibel level and put it to his ear. Tell me, sir, I have only followed the car of Varamataya, sir, the report is not ready yet. It will be 2 days anyway. You keep talking like this, I will tell you what I came to say. I understand your urgency, sir, but this is not a grocery list. Forensic report. It will take more than 2 days to prepare the report accurately. Report when I'm ready, I'll give you the phone number and mail it to you. Varamathy asked, clinging to the car. Who is the phone? ASI gave me some clues related to SOC 2 days ago. I want a report today. I like anything if it is done accurately. Manoj, tell me what I like about you is the sincerity. Do you know how happy it makes me to investigate this case with you? The car entered Sivanandanagar. Perverts are sold here. 12. Varamathy mounted Shilpa with sweat beading on her forehead. Madam. These 2 books related to this gene were read by Golapan till 2 days before his death. Also read. Are you a graduate? Super job offered by Cognizant Company. How did you get the information that he had studied in Chennai, Coimbatore? Shilpa said with a soft smile. Recommended for you. Weekly result, jackpot hit for Aries. Yoga of starting own business. Money will rain. 2 days ago, when you and Manoj went to visit Golapan's house, Golapan's brother Rajapan had told only a few details about his brother. But Commissioner Mr. Manesuk and I thought that Rajapan might have hidden many things. It happened. We both went to Mufti Dress and questioned Golapan. Not only did he give the correct answer to all the questions we asked, but he also gave good cooperation in order to get out all the facts behind Pungotai's death. The biggest surprise to us is how Golapan, who has not completed his schooling, can read these English books. Powered by, although he was troubled inside, he boarded Shilpa without showing it. Ma'am. We have been investigating this Pungotai Golapan case for the last 2 or 3 days. The fact that there are so many tragedies within this short period of time is a big shock to me and Varamatha. I think it would be more appropriate for a special investigation department of the police to investigate this case instead of us investigating this case. You may also like gold rate today, gold giving shock in Chennai price. What will happen tomorrow, Monday? Tripurasundari hired. No, Mr. Manoj. This is a bio-high-tech crime. Police department knows that these incidents are unlikely to happen. No matter how secretive a special investigation team is appointed to investigate this case, within an hour the full details of who is in the team will go to the black sheep. Money can speak any language in the world. A blindfold investigation of the secret investigation team appointed. It is your duty to conduct this investigation and find out the culprits. Do you have a problem with this? There is a beautiful family called Vakarmatai. No one knows about the fact that Vakarmatai's future will be derailed. What, Manoj? Are you trying to get me out of this case by speaking sentimentally? I know how to face and salve my family when they come to know about this matter. Besides that, I am the one who got you involved in this Pungotai Golapan case. Don't forget that. I'm sorry. I said that this case is heading towards a disaster. If something untoward happens tomorrow, shouldn't I also take the responsibility for it? Look here, Manoj. I won't say that you are wrong to warn Varamati. I have discussed the same thing you mentioned many times with Varamati. She is very adamant. I like that adamant. It is wrong to even call it adamant. I want to say a moral courage. Husband and family members know this kind of thing. It is a mistake to engage in dangerous investigations. But it is not a wrong thing that can be condemned. If this matter comes to light tomorrow, I will also be in the committee that can pacify the concerned family members. Manoj artificially smiled. Then no problem, madam. We both will investigate this case together. What kind of tragedy is this? After this we will bring out all the details of who is who. Stefanraj, who had been standing a little far away without saying anything till then, came a few steps ahead and stood in front of Manoj. Mr. Manoj. You are a key post officer in the forensic department. I need not tell you anything about this case. This is a bio-high-tech crime thing which is 100% conform. Golapan, who was illiterate, spoke English. He has read 2 famous books related to gene, the shellfish gene and the blind watchmaker gene. Do you know what is the most important thing we need to find out in this case? What, sir? One of the 5 couples that Ishvar married and died was the Golapan Pungotai couple. Who are the other 4 couples? Do you know who? Tell me who. 2 couples from Tirupur are Padmanabhan Kamala, Sarthi, Meena, and 2 couples are from Polachi, Vaisali, Shivkumar, Chandra, Elango. Have you noted all their addresses? Be careful. Even if the criminals get a sniff of this investigation, stop all the ways you have to go. Even your life may be in danger. Manoj smiled softly. Sir, these 2 things you said, we also know how much risk is involved in Balapadam. You don't worry, sir. We will conduct free marriages for this perversion within a week and 10 days, and we will find out if it is Vesha Ishwara or anyone else. Shilpa interrupted. One more thing. What, ma'am? There is no chance that only one person is guilty. There is a possibility that there are many more. Maybe, a group. Manoj remained silent for a few seconds. He knew that his forehead was sweating. They are acting by predicting everything. It is necessary to be extremely careful. It is better not to meet Iswar and Abu Bakr for a few days. Tripurasundari smiled softly. What, Manoj? Let's see what he is talking about. Are you afraid? It is not fear, madam. It is the idea of how you can go and touch the enemy's Varamati Amadhifai interjected. Ma'am, I have been observing Manoj since my college days. No matter what problem he is dealing with, Manoj has such an intellectual planning that he can overcome it. Such a planning is what Manoj will use in this investigation too. That's good. When are you two leaving for Tirupur? Tomorrow ma'am. How will you get leave from office? Office leave tomorrow ma'am. Leave for what? Office Founders Day. Well. What reason do you have at home? Ma'am, you have 1,000 reasons. You have to give some suitable reason and leave. Everyone laughed hearing what Varakmatai said. Only Manoj with a tight face gave an artificial smile to his lips. He gave 10 o'clock at night. Shilpa, who was staying at her friend Nirmada's house, closed the book she was reading and was about to go to sleep when her cell phone rang brightly. Who is calling? She saw CBI Chief Officer Vadya was calling. She put the handset of the cell phone to her ear. Sir. What's going on? Shilpa, any progress in that 5-couple murder case? I'm a little closer to the motivation for the murder, sir. I know how, sir. I'm in Coimbatore now. I'm staying at the circuit house. I got an important information last night. I'm asking if the information is true or not. I came to catch a flight right away. Are you staying at your friend's house now? It's 10 minutes of driving. I'll take my front Nirmada car, sir. Look, Mama S. Sir. Shilpa got up while turning off her cell phone. Perverts are sold here, 13,14. Varamathi mounted Shilpa with sweat beading on her forehead. Madam. These 2 books related to this gene were read by Golapan till 2 days before his death. Also read. Are you a graduate? Super job offered by Cognizant Company. How did you get the information that he had studied in Chennai, Coimbatore? Shilpa said with a soft smile. Recommended for you. Weekly result, jackpot hit for Aries. Yoga of starting own business. Money will rain. 2 days ago, when you and Manoj went to visit Golapan's house, Golapan's brother Rajapan had told only a few details about his brother. But Commissioner Mr. Manesuk and I thought that Rajapan might have hidden many things. It happened. We both went to Mufti Dress and questioned Golapan. Not only did he give the correct answer to all the questions we asked, but he also gave good cooperation in order to get out all the facts behind Pungotai's death. The biggest surprise to us is how Golapan, who has not completed his schooling, can read these English books. Powered by. Although he was troubled inside, he boarded Shilpa without showing it. Ma'am. We have been investigating this Pungotai Golapan case for the last 2 or 3 days. The fact that there are so many tragedies within this short period of time is a big shock to me and Varamatha. I think it would be more appropriate for a special investigation department of the police to investigate this case instead of us investigating this case. You may also like gold rate today, gold giving shock in Chennai price. What will happen tomorrow, Monday? Tripurasundari hired. No, Mr. Manoj. This is a bio-high-tech crime. Police department knows that these incidents are unlikely to happen. No matter how secretive, a special investigation team is appointed to investigate this case. Within an hour the full details of who is in the team will go to the black sheep. Money can speak any language in the world. A blindfold investigation of the secret investigation team appointed. It is your duty to conduct this investigation and find out the culprits. Do you have a problem with this? There is a beautiful family called Vakarmatai. No one knows about the fact that Vakarmatai's future will be derailed. What, Manoj? Are you trying to get me out of this case by speaking sentimentally? I know how to face and salve my family when they come to know about this matter. Besides that, I am the one who got you involved in this Pungotai Golapan case. Don't forget that. I'm sorry. I said that this case is heading towards a disaster. If something untoward happens tomorrow, shouldn't I also take the responsibility for it? Look here, Manoj. I won't say that you are wrong to warn Varamati. I have discussed the same thing you mentioned many times with Varamati. She is very adamant. I like that adamant. It is wrong to even call it adamant. I want to say a moral courage. Husband and family members know this kind of thing. It is a mistake to engage in dangerous investigations. But it is not a wrong thing that can be condemned. If this matter comes to light tomorrow, I will also be in the committee that can pacify the concerned family members. Manoj artificially smiled. Then no problem, madam. We both will investigate this case together. What kind of tragedy is this? After this we will bring out all the details of who is who. Stefanraj, who had been standing a little far away without saying anything till then, came a few steps ahead and stood in front of Manoj. Mr. Manoj, you are a key post officer in the forensic department. I need not tell you anything about this case. This is a bio-high-tech crime thing which is 100% conform. Golapan, who was illiterate, spoke English. He has read 2 famous books related to gene, the shellfish gene and the blind watchmaker gene. Do you know what is the most important thing we need to find out in this case? What, sir? One of the 5 couples that Ishvar married and died was the Golapan Pungode couple. Who are the other 4 couples? Do you know who? Tell me who. 2 couples from Tirupur are Padmangnaban Kumala, Sarthi, Meena, and 2 couples are from Pollachi, Vaisali, Shivkumar, Chandra, Elango. Have you noted all their addresses? Be careful. Even if the criminals get a sniff of this investigation, stop all the ways you have to go. Even your life may be in danger. Manoj smiled softly. Sir, these 2 things you said, we also know how much risk is involved in Balapadam. You don't worry, sir. We will conduct free marriages for this perversion within a week and 10 days, and we will find out if it is Vesha Ishwara or anyone else. Shilpa interrupted. One more thing. What, ma'am? There is no chance that only one person is guilty. There is a possibility that there are many more. Maybe, a group. Manoj remained silent for a few seconds. He knew that his forehead was sweating. They are acting by predicting everything. It is necessary to be extremely careful. It is better not to meet Isvar and Abu Bakr for a few days. Tripurasundari smiled softly. What, Manoj? Let's see what he is talking about. Are you afraid? It is not fear, madam. It is the idea of how you can go and touch the enemy's Varamati Amadhifai interjected. Ma'am, I have been observing Manoj since my college days. No matter what problem he is dealing with, Manoj has such an intellectual planning that he can overcome it. Such a planning is what Manoj will use in this investigation too. That's good. When are you 2 leaving for Tirupur? Tomorrow, ma'am. How will you get leave from office? Office leave tomorrow, ma'am. Leave for what? Office Founders Day. Well, what reason do you have at home? Ma'am, you have 1,000 reasons. You have to give some suitable reason and leave. Everyone laughed hearing what Varakmatai said. Only Manoj with a tight face gave an artificial smile to his lips. He gave 10 o'clock at night. Shilpa, who was staying at her friend Nirmada's house, closed the book she was reading and was about to go to sleep when her cell phone rang brightly. Who is calling? She saw CBI Chief Officer Vadya was calling. She put the handset of the cell phone to her ear. Sir. What's going on, Shilpa? Any progress in that 5-couple murder case? I'm a little closer to the motivation for the murder, sir. I know how, sir. I'm in Coimbatore now. I'm staying at the circuit house. I got an important information last night. I'm asking if the information is true or not. I came to catch a flight right away. Are you staying at your friend's house now? It's 10 minutes of driving. I'll take my front Nirmada car, sir. Look, Mama S. Sir. Shilpa got up while turning off her cell phone. Perverts are sold here. 15. Trying to climb those dark stairs, Shilpa released her cell phone ringtone and took it from her purse to see who was calling. Nirmada was waiting at the other end. Also read. Are you a graduate? Super job offered by Cognizant. Work in Chennai, Coimbatore. Shilpa put the cell phone to her ear and spoke softly. What's up, Nirmada? Have you joined Circuit House? Recommended for you week's result, jackpot hit for Aries. Yoga to start your own business. Money is going to rain. No. I've come to another place now, another place. You may also like gold rate today, shocking gold price in Chennai. What will happen tomorrow, Monday? I will come and tell you. There is no time to talk on the phone. CBI officer Vadya is waiting for me here. Well, tell me, where are you now? Look here, Nirmada. You are my close friend. But for that one reason I can't share some of my secret things with you. The reason why I stay at your home is for my safety. You are not afraid of anything. I am going to meet the superior of my department. Don't worry, don't make me scared by being scared. Go to sleep, okay? Call me when you leave from there, Shilpa said and switched off her cell phone. Then slowly she started climbing the stairs. The door was slightly open to the wind. Shilpa stood in front of the room and looked into the room. Vadya, who was close to 60 years old, was sitting on the couch and watching the World Cup football match. He gave a big smile under his grey mustache. You should not mention this word sorry. Because it is my duty to come whenever you call, but I was a bit reluctant to call you at this untimely hour, but you may be a staff member working under me. But as far as I am concerned, you are my unborn daughter. Thank you, sir. Sit down, said Vadya, and Shilpa sat down to show the sofa. Do you want anything? I don't want anything, sir. I am only interested in whatever you are going to share with me, sir. I am also CBI. After reading the red tape file sent by Director Hari Govind, you and Police Commissioner Tripurasundari together, we were shocked for a few minutes. Everything in that file was as perverted as a poisonous snake. There is something wrong with Eshvar, who is proud of conducting free marriages. It is understood that there is some scientific horror in the case of Golapan Bungotai, one of the 5 dead couples. The illiterate Golapan had read the book The Shellfish Gene and the book The Watchmaker Gene. Above all, the CBI asked that all the 5 dead women were 3 months pregnant. The director walked away. For an hour he sat motionless without speaking. I have never seen him in such a condition in the last 20 years. After that, 2 hours later, he called me and discussed about this case and finally gave a drastic decision. What is the conclusion, sir? Ishvar was immediately arrested and taken to the red cell, given third-degree treatment and asked to get the facts from him. I have come to do that work. Shilpa was shocked to hear what Vadya said. Sorry, sir, what's wrong? Arresting Ishvar immediately and interrogating him is such a wise act, sir. I am not disappointed. Is that what Emma is saying? Sir, Mr. Ishvar used to go from town to town once every 2 years and conduct free marriages. There is evidence for that, but Anju, there is not even a shred of evidence to say that he is the cause of the couple's death, sir. Vadya smiled softly. You are right, Silba. We do not have any evidence to accuse him. If we want proof, we can get it from his own mouth. Sir, if you don't mind, can I tell you my guesswork on this matter? Shilpa reluctantly interrupted. Will you be generous? You know, Ishvar is not an ordinary person. He is one of the richest people in the city. He has a son and a daughter. Both are married and are in America. Son is a doctor. The state government has given the responsibility of managing a reputed hospital. Besides that, the daughter-in-law is Dr. Eshvar's daughter and son-in-law are running a large-scale seafood export business. God's wife is not ordinary. The girls stay with the groom abroad and support their business. Apart from that, Shilpa spoke and took her hand with a tight face. I mean, Ishwarada family is a majestic family. Yes, sir. If we arrest Ishvar from such a family, he will be released on bail within an hour. Because we don't have even a tiny bit of evidence to blame him. We need to be a little patient until we get the proof, sir. Well, how can we get the proof? Police Commissioner Tripurasundari has made arrangements for that, sir. Varamati, who is a police informer, and Manoj, who works as an officer in the forensic department, are secretly sniffing Ishvar in a way that no one outside knows about. Vadya smiled gently. Those two can't find anything. Why do you say that, sir? Even though Varamati is a family woman, she is very good at this kind of investigation. Have you already successfully completed the 4 assignments given by Police Commissioner Tripurasundari? I know that too, Shilpa. But Varamati can't do anything in this investigation to make Isvar smelly. Why can't you, sir? Why can't it be? A rat under control, a rat. That rat is none other. That forensic officer is Manoj. What are you saying, sir? Vadya tried to get up while listening with his eyes widening in shock. Sit down. If this thing is a shock to you, how are you going to bear it if you hear what I am going to say? Sir. Are you saying that Manoj, who is going to do the investigation along with Varamati, is not a reliable person? Yes. How do you know this, sir? Someone said. Who is that, sir? Vadya said with a sneer. Look back a little, Shilpa. You know who it is. Shilpa slowly turned around with a sweaty face. Manoj emerged from the closet of the wall-mounted wardrobe with a small smile.